Hello and welcome back. This is your Sports Boys, and we are here to bring you more news from the Jazz and trade rumors. Who's coming and who's going, and who are we getting in return?
Now that Kyrie Irving is off the board, what will the Jazz do?
Several teams in the league are interested in pursuing Mike Conley, but how much value does he really have? Who's the best player that we can get out of him? But that's why we're here, is to answer all those questions that you may have. Well, we will not make you wait any longer to hear our rumors, because they are coming up right now. The first player that we will be doing trade rumors for is Mike Conley. Our rumor is that the Clippers give up Brandon Boston and Norman Powell to get Mike Conley. But is it really necessary to get rid of Mike Conley?
Conley's been pretty great this year, so I don't know if we want to get rid of him. But he does have a pretty big contract, and it's through next year. Who else could we trade for on the Jazz?
Well, I know there's been lots of rumors about Malik Beasley and Jared Vanderbilt to the Knicks. But what would they get in return?
There's a rumor out there that they would get Obi Toppin, Evan Frontier, and draft capital. Would that be a first-round pick, or would that be something else?
I think the only way that we do it is if it's a first-round pick. What about the trade rumors for Kelly Olynyk?
I don't know if Boston has anything that we would want in return.
Well, I think there's a lot of players that we'd like, but I don't know if it's possible for us to get them.
That's true.
I'd like to see OG Anunoby come to the Jazz, but I don't know what we'd have to give up to get him. Maybe that would be a case when I include Malik Beasley and Jared Vanderbilt, and maybe a second-round pick. But would that really help our team to be better? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure the Jazz care as much about this year as they do about the future that's coming up. So how are they going to make the team better in the next few years? Or do we make a trade to get better this year and try to get higher in the standings?
I think that they continue to try and build for the future. Brandon Boston could be a part of that if we could get him in a trade from the Clippers. OG Anunoby is also very young, so he would help us to be great in the future, I think, as well. Do you agree?
I agree. It seems like the Jazz have several good options going forward. We have lots of assets and draft capital. What will they do? What will Danny Aingie do in the next 3 days?
It's crazy to think that the trade deadline's already that close. It seems like the season just started. But Ainge has done crazy things in the past, so we'll see what he can do for the Jazz. He couldn't get Irving like he did on the Celtics, though. I've done some trades today in the trade machine on ESPN, and I discovered that John Collins would be a possibility. We might have to give up quite a bit, but we could also get something from the Hawks along with John Collins, which I think would probably improve our team. Do you think he would be helpful?
Yeah, I do like John Collins. He's not having the best year this year, but he's had some great years in the past. He was shooting close to 40% before this year. Hopefully, if the Jazz were to get him, he could get some of his form back and be great again.
Yes, that would be the hope if we were to get him. I would also think that the Hawks would be more willing to give up John Collins because they already have Clint Capella, who is a pretty good center in the league. But if he came to our team, he would probably play behind Walker Kessler or at the 4. Because when he was a center before Clint Capella was traded to the Hawks, he was really good. But since Capella has joined the team, he hasn't been all that great. So maybe if he went back to the center position, he'd be better. Or maybe he would be fine just being at the 4 on the Jazz. But this is if we get him.
There's also the rumor out there of the Lakers wanting to get rid of Westbrook. I would never do anything to help the Lakers. I would rather rot.
Yeah, Westbrook might help our team, though.
I'm not sure Westbrook would ever even play for the Jazz if we made the trade. There's rumors they would just cut him.
Yeah, those are rumors, though.
Yeah, I don't know if Westbrook played. He would probably just be jacking up bricks like he does everywhere else.
Everywhere except for Thunder. He was an MVP on their team.
He was pretty great back in the day. Averaged a triple-double. That just doesn't happen every day.
It definitely doesn't happen every day for Russell Westbrook now, though. You're right. But there is always a possibility of getting Russell Westbrook. I don't know what we do with him, but it's all about what Danny Ainge decides.
I go back to, like I said before, helping the Lakers just is not something that's feasible for me.
Okay, I respect that. I don't want to help LeBron. But I think it would take a lot to help the Lakers to be a good team.
So there's a lot of possibilities out there. I'm not sure what'll happen, but it'll be an interesting few days coming up.
If any big trades happen, we'll make another podcast and tell you about them. Only on Your Sports Boys. Over and out.